Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Squat Club, the place where men and parents rebuild their fitness, their discipline, and their lives. This morning is active recovery. Once a week, we bring down the intensity a little bit, rebuild the body. This morning, 20 minutes of getting down, moving like a human, a little less intensity, rebuild. The 5 a.m. Squat Club is more than just a workout, though. Every single morning, we gather to prime the mind, prime the body, move with intensity, although today is low intensity. And then we take action on our goals, because if you're going to move your life forward, you got to get up early, do it before life is pulling at your attention. Step one, before we prime our minds, we're going to have a little pre-workout egg here. I believe that we need to get back to whole foods, and this is the way to start the day. So we're going to crack that open, drop it in here, and if you're having one too, cheers, and then we'll prime our mind. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so step one before we do our active recovery today is a squat. We're gonna prime our mind. What you're looking at is get your feet underneath your hips, sit down into sit down into a squat. If you feel like you're gonna fall over backwards, hold on to your dog or a counterbalance. While we're here, we're gonna do a little bit of breath work. If you watch the animation, it's a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold again. We'll do a few rounds while we prime our minds. So follow the breathing. And then first one is I am responsible. And it just means I'm gonna take accountability and action, because nobody is gonna do that for me. If you've got goals and dreams, take action, it's on you. Number two is I will make time between stimulus and response. And that means that I can't control everything as much as I want to, but I can control my response. So take a minute before reacting, give a better response. And then next is I have all I need to succeed today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. Focus on the step. Don't focus on the goal, because in that sense, oftentimes we will quit. We'll see that it's too far off. I don't have the tools or the resources. Just focus on the first step, make progress. And the last one is I choose gratitude. Sometimes it's easy to only see the things that need work, the things that we're trying to fix, the things we're trying to improve upon, and we forget everything else around. So make sure that we're taking a step back, looking at all the things that we should be grateful for, and moving forward at the same time. All right, time to move. Let's go. All right. So even though it is active recovery day, we are still going to do our 2-minute intro warm up. What that looks like is get your hands on the floor, walk yourself down to the floor, lie down all the way, get back up. And we're just gonna do 2 minutes here just to get the blood flowing a little bit before we start our active recovery session. As much as the intensity will be lower for today, I still need to lube up the joints and the body a little bit so that I can get into those positions, so that I can create space, so that I can improve my mobility and, reduce my soreness potentially from the week. Because if you're new here, we're here every day. So it's really just a question of, do you want to make progress? And if so, join us every day. We do a new workout based on, call it the principles of CrossFit, constantly varied functional movements executed at high intensity. And then once a week, like we're doing today, we bring it down. Slow down the intensity a little bit, take care of our bodies a little extra so that we can keep going every day. Right? The point is that if you can develop a habit and a routine, then as long as that routine consists of the things that are important to you, you reach your goals without having to overthink it, without having to be motivated, because it's already routine and you just do it without thinking. So if you've got goals of increasing your fitness and taking action on a certain goal that's not getting any attention, welcome. Just stop scrolling at night, go to bed early, get up and join us. Last night I got to bed before 8 o'clock. That was a record. Very excited about that. All right, let's talk about what we got here, team. 4 different movements today. Keeping it real simple, 5 rounds. Excuse me, wow, we're breathing already. And we're just going 1 minute per movement, 5 rounds through. So the 4 movements are, number 1 is just a bounce, super simple. You're just gonna get, our focus really here is keeping the midline in control. So I'm gonna squeeze the butt and the abs, and I'm gonna hop. I wanna release the upper body, that should be nice and loose, but everything through the middle should be on and controlled. Number 2 is our crab to squat. So you're gonna start on all 4s facing upwards, and then from there, you're gonna reach one hand forward, and then both to get out in front into that squat. So ideally, I'm gonna go right, left, and I'm gonna alternate which hand leads and which hand I'm rotating going forwards. If this is not accessible, what you're gonna wanna do is have a chair or a table or something in front of you that you can reach out to. So for example, I could do this and grab on to the door. It'd be better with a chair or a table though, so go on all 4s, reach, all 4s, reach, or it could even be a weight out in front or a dog. I know I'm making this complicated, but I just want to make sure you've all got options. This one may be the challenging one, so from that squat, grab the weight, go back behind you, grab the weight, and we're just alternating. If you want, you can get some tabletop in there as well. Number 3 is just gonna be our dead hang, so you gotta get your pull-up bar set up. If you've got maybe a tree branch or a beam or something you can hang on. It doesn't even need to be super high. You can even keep your feet on the floor for the hang. We're just trying to open up the shoulders a little bit. Learn to control the midline while we hang. You can mess around with different grips, palms over, palms in, mix, whatever. And then the last one, we're gonna alternate. I think I've got it called the world's greatest stretch. I don't know if this is technically what it is, but we're gonna go plank to step out to twist. And we're just gonna alternate that for a minute. So back to the plank, back to the lunge, and then twist. And you're turning towards the bent knee side and opening up towards the ceiling. So, gonna aim to work for the whole minute, more or less, on each one of those, as none of them are gonna be super intense. All right, hit that thumbs up button, and let us do a nice calf pump. I guess so. On the hops, I take it. All right, so we're starting with the bounce. Point out the bounce. I think that's right. Let's make sure we got this. 20, 10 seconds. So nice and easy this morning, turning it down, but still moving the fitness forward. So we're starting off, remember, squeezing the abs, squeezing the butt a little bit. I don't want to be super arched here. I want to be nice and neutral and just bouncing. You can relax the arms, relax the upper body and the shoulders. Focus on breathing and squeezing. You can even hold a hand on the abs. Make sure you're squeezing it. You can hold a hand on the butt, although it's starting to burn, so I can feel that that's happening. And you may notice the calves warming up here a little bit too. It's just over 30. And the calves get warm on this. Obviously, take breaks if you need to. We have 5 rounds, so use that as your warm up as well. You don't need to go for the full minute on this first one. There's 10 seconds left. All right, so we're going down to our crab to squat. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. And once again, just grab a weight out in front if that's not accessible. So hand, forwards, back. And we're just rotating around. You can take a minute if the calves are screaming and walk out the table. or the crab. Good way to get the shoulders opened up. And you could even get hip extension on there as well. Before we keep going. So from the overhead ridge bottom top squat, right? Stiffness is healed. Nice. To hear that we're healing. Today's the day for healing. Another 10 seconds and we're going over to our dead hang. 3, 2, 1. On the bar. So, as I said, up to you if you want a dead hang or if you want to keep those feet on the ground. Either way, you want to squeeze the abs and try to move the chest through the arms. Good opportunity to slow down the breathing. Nice long inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. 30 seconds. Take a minute to remember what you're doing this for, especially when you get into a session that, you know, isn't the most exciting. Maybe like this one, it's a little bit more boring potentially, or another session that's too intense and you're feeling like you can't keep up. You know, in that moment, you want to think about why you're doing it. What's the big reason? All right, world's greatest stretch. Plank. Step out in front and turn. You can take the back knee off the floor if you want to get a little bit more through that hip, or keep it on the ground depending on how stiff we're feeling. Try to get that arm up to perpendicular with the floor. Maybe 5 seconds per rep. You could even reach over the top a little bit. Another 15 seconds, we're on to round 2, back to the bounce. Easing in here, 10 seconds. All right. Round 2, 3, 2, 1. And we're back to the bounce, or the hop, or whatever you want to call it. Keep those abs tight, but squeezed. We're bouncing. Getting the fluids flowing, but at the same time, focus on controlling the midline. You think about this as you're skipping practice, but really focusing on that midline control. That's 30. Definitely some calf work here as well. Try to keep the body as long as you can. Notice I'm trying to just bend a little bit the knees and then using the ankles. Try not to bend at the hips too much, keeping the butt squeezed. Another 10 and we're going down to the floor. Crab to squat. 3, 2, 1. All right, so back in that crab position or tabletop. Sit her down, walk the hands forwards, reach out in front. Find that paleo squat. Back to crab. Open up the shoulders. And then back to crab. Just rotate through it. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. All right, 10 seconds and we're back to our hang. Whoa. Easy, baby. Alright, back on the bar, round 2. I'm gonna go palms backwards here, chin up grip. Hang the feet behind me. Basically pushing through with the legs, trying to open up the shoulders even more. Thinking about squeezing the butt at the same time. This is our extension move. Kind of a global extension feel. We do a lot of hip flexing, a lot of bending over, so this is a great opportunity to open up the front of the body. If you're hanging and you can't reach the floor, then just put a chair or stack something up behind you that you can put your feet on and push through. You can get more benefit from this lower bar. 10 seconds. Yeah. All right, coming back in for the world's greatest lunge and twist. 3, 2, 1. All right, into that plank. Step it forwards. Oh, great tightness. If you're feeling real tight in this stretch, just hang out longer in each one. If you're not feeling anything, feel free to step that front foot further forward. You'll get even more out of it. A little more hamstring as well. Morning, James. Excuse me. 20 seconds. 10. Last one, and we're going back to our bounce. Round 3. All right. Back to it. Body should be feeling a little bit warm, a little bit loose. Pretty good. Just what we're looking for. Nothing too crazy, right? I want to feel better waking up tomorrow than I did this morning. So we're taking care of the body here today. Moving the fluids with this one. Controlling the midline. We got the butt squeezed, ab squeezed a little bit. Keep focusing on that. Keep your focus on that the whole time. It's something we don't control enough. Don't think about enough. All right, 10. We're going back to our crab to squat. 3, 2, 1. Come on into that crab. No, you're not a crab. You like active recovery day, don't you? 30 seconds. Even just spend some time in the bottom there, moving around in that squat. Also great. Move to different hand positions on the floor in that crab. Open up the wrists, shoulders. Fantastic. Moving like a human here. All right, we're back on our hang. Go for it. I'm gonna do this low bar again. Wow. Get those shoulders open. And personally, the thoracic spine is the area where I need the most attention, and the neck, because I have a tendency to round forward a little bit in the thoracic spine. So really trying to open up here, squeezing the abs and the butt, and then pushing through. Another 20 seconds. And we're back down into our world's greatest. I can feel my hips and my abs here as well. Just pulling. 10 seconds. Oh, that's nice. 5, 3, 2, 1. To the plank. Step it out. Turn towards the bent knee. And reach. Got all the cracks in the spine on that one. That feels good. Gotta take a full breath in that twist once you get up there. Or 2. It's halfway. If only for a moment, take me back to the start. Before the quiet. Dang, that feels good. This is round 3. We got 2 more rounds after this. Holy crunchies. All right, round 4 on the bounce. Get your bounce. Water bottle. We're getting dry. You can buddy hop around a little bit. Just control the midline. Right, if I don't squeeze here, I feel loose in the midline. I feel unstable. I feel like my back is bending. So keep the abs and butt squeezed a little bit. Control that. So you can transmit force from the lower legs, from the lower body, upwards. Right, if that's loose, the transmission is wobbly. All right, we're coming back on the floor. Grab the squat. 3, 2, 1. And we're down. Crab around if you want. Open up the shoulders, get some shoulder extension. And then into the squat. Crabby crab. Squat. Going back there, both hands at the same time. That's one way to do it. We can come forwards with both hands. And as your extra challenge, try to do it both hands at the same time. That's hard. 15. Back to the hang in 10. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Back in the hang. You know, if you watch this, you'd think that's not a hang at all. What is this guy doing? I'm aware. Just a chest stretch and a upper body stretch.
Remember, you don't get it.
30.
The time of your life.
Oh, that feels so good in the hip flexors. 20 seconds left. Keep squeezing the butt and the abs. 10. Alright. Do the last one of the second last round. From the plank, step it out and twist. Goal is to try to get a little bit further on each one of these each time we do it. All the pops. All right. Last round, team. Back on the hop and bounce. Go for it. Last round. Another 4 minutes here. And then we're going to talk homework. Have our post-workout egg. Talk about how to make progress in our goals every day. Join us every day for fitness and progress. 30 seconds. Keep those abs on. Abs and butt. Another 20 seconds. Keep it up. A little calf pump happening here. You are here taking accountability for your fitness. Getting up early while most are sleeping. Oh yeah. Timer. 5. All right. Back to our crab to squat. Anybody getting excited? You getting excited, Doug?
We were sparks on quiet streets. Two hearts finding
You like this
where
one?
to meet.
Do you like this one?
But life
Funny
pulled
dog.
us apart.
Hi.
Left me talking to the dark. If I called you
Need a better
tonight,
toy,
would
I
it
think.
feel the same?
Need a better toy. 20 seconds.
Or have we both moved on to different names?
I know you're excited, aren't you? Whoa. 10 seconds. Going to our hang. Last hang. It's flying by. We're having fun here. 2, 1. Go ahead. Last hang. Focus on the breathing. In the nose, out the mouth. Nice and easy. 20. Yourself credit for taking action here this morning. Healing the body. 30 seconds. Seconds. Last stretch coming up here. Active. 3, 2, 1. All right, last one from that plank. Last set of twists here. Obviously, you could do more afterwards. If you're finding some tight spots that could use a little bit more attention, feel free to keep going when we're done. Before you do your homework. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. There we are.
Hey there, what you drinking?
Yeah.
2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come.
There it is, as simple as that. Take a quick self-assessment here. See how you feel, and notice that your body feels pretty nice. Like, hey, I could go do a workout now. We're not going to, obviously, but that is active recovery. Ideally, the goal is that you feel better coming in or coming out than you did starting. All right, homework time, team. Very much good. Love it, Peter. Let's cool her down and have an egg. I guess we don't really need a cool down per se, but we'll open it up a little bit more. Have our post-workout egg. Even though, we didn't necessarily crush ourselves and need a ton of protein. I think just getting into good habits of having some protein, some good quality protein right after the workout. But we're thinking about here, just taking a minute to think about your homework, right? Think about your goals that aren't getting the attention that they should, the things that, you know, your big dreams, your real, the stuff that fires you up, that Maple, go away. You know, that if you look back on someday and you haven't taken the action, you're going to regret. So think about that. We're using this time to get clear, have our egg, and then we'll talk homework. Maple, please go. Okay. Yolk broke on that one, but here you go. Cheers. Get yourself some protein, ideally not in the form of chemicals. Okay. Those taste funky. All right. So let's get into a cross-legged sit here. I know that for some of us that may not be challenging, but for some of us it will be good. All right, and then it's time for homework, right? So now you take this hour from 5:30 to 6:30 and move on your goals. Define your goal, break it down into one step, take that step every day. And what it becomes is whatever life you want to build. So here's a quick couple clips from yesterday. This is our sheep move. The sheep and the llamas going to their new pasture. There we go, getting new food, making sure they're eating healthy stuff, not living in a barn eating junk. And then I think I've got one more clip for you here, just of, hopefully it's not upside down. Of course it's upside down. Moving the barred rock chicks. So these are our replacement hens for the year. They're probably a few weeks away from going in with the rest of the chickens, but this is just, you know, a couple clips of the life that we decided we wanted to live. And then just did the homework, took action, and continued to work on it. Right? We grow all of our own protein for our family here, our growing family, because I don't want to rely on the food system. I don't think that the government and the food system have our best interests at heart. And, you know, we're degrading our natural resources with the way that we raise food right now. So, you know, we've taken action and done homework in this direction to build this system, build this life where we don't need to, you know, buy animals that have been raised in a crappy way and have degraded our soils and our planet. So you don't need to want to become a farmer, but you need to have a goal, right? If you don't have a goal, you're just drifting along following defaults. So define your goals. Yuck. And then every day together, we will take action. So, bonus heavy sled drag work. Yikes. So, team, go sit down, stand up, whatever, put your phone away, get an hour of action done on that homework because nobody else is going to do it for you. All right. And then I hope to see you all tomorrow. We've got some new intensity for you. I think there will be some handstand work tomorrow because we haven't been in there in a while. So, I hope to see you all there. Have yourselves a fantastic day. I love you all. If you like this, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed and join the community if you really like us. Have yourselves a great day.